Hey y'all, so this video is a first of its kind on the channel. It's being made because of a recommendation from the comments. Thank you, Bob is not a person, for making me look into Aphobia, because god damn, there's some stuff to talk about. Before I started researching the topic, I never realized what's exactly going on with aphobia. Like, there isn't much you could have against asexuals. It's not like the people that have a problem with them have anything to do with asexuality, so surely it's not that bad, right? Right? Well, for some reason, the people I'm about to show you have a deep problem with people not experiencing the want or need of sex. So let's try to politely tell them why their argument is dumb. Also, please don't send anything bad to anyone that appears in this video. It is the internet, people are dumb, so let's try our best to not be dumb. Shout out to the asexuality subreddit and to the aphob hot takes Twitter page. And with that done, let's get into it. I think a great introductory tweet for this is: I see no reason whatsoever for asexuals to be part of the rainbow. They specifically aren't part of anything. This is a narrative I see a ton of people use, even people under my comment section said that, and to be fair with them, some of them probably didn't want to be mean by it. Most likely they were just not as educated in asexuality, but for the people that do mean it, it can feel like such a nerd moment, dude. Technically, asexuals don't want to have sex with anyone, so they aren't a part of anything. Let me pull up the definition of LGBT. It may refer to anyone that's non-heterosexual, non-heteroromantic, or non-cisgender. By this metric they pass, they are non-heterosexual. It's crazy to me how everyone on Twitter's able to have their teeth and glasses out, saying shit like, well, actually, when this one Google search destroys their entire argument. Another thing I see brought up a lot is that they deadass just don't exist. I don't know why some people find reassurance in saying that some sexualities don't exist, dude. All you do is offend people while your life doesn't change at all. I'm a gray sexual, demisexual, lesbian. This nonsense has to stop. Firstly, I don't believe your story at all. Secondly, as a gay man, you're either gay, bi or straight. There's no in-between nonsense sexualities. My head hurts with the damage this bullshit does to actual homosexuals. Stop, for the love of God, just stop. Mister, please tell me how someone saying, yeah, I don't like sex, is able to make your head hurt and damages actual homosexuals. Pro tip: asexuals are not homosexuals. They're asexuals. It's like 4 letters off. It's not that hard to notice. I think he's trying to say that by an ace person saying that they're a gray sexual, demisexual, lesbian, asexual people are damaging the reputation of the base lesbians, gays and bis. But like, dude, the example you used is a lesbian. They just don't experience sexual attraction. They still experience romantic attraction towards other women. They are in your stupid definition of what's valid and what's not. Dudes out here thinking LGBT only has 3 base sexualities like some Pokemon type shit. Second of all, by saying that they are damaging the reputation of lesbians, bis and gays, I think he's referring to damaging reputation in the eyes of straight people. Homophobic straight people, to be exact. And if you wanna pander to homophobe straight people, I mean, at that point you can just make them believe you're not gay at all. Just make homophobe people believe you have a really powerful training partner. You just train with them or some shit. No man is asexual. That is not how our genes work. Every single man has a biological impulse to mate. A man who claims to be is either lying to manipulate or quite literally has broken genes. You know, when I read no man is asexual, I already knew I would drink the biggest stupid juice known to man, but this guy still managed to dunk a 3-pointer in stupid ball. I don't see why they are making this point specifically about men. If they think that not every woman has the biological impulse to mate, why is it a must-have for men? Again, it took me 4 seconds to look it up on Google. There is no particular gene that can determine someone's sexual orientation. So yeah man, it really is not how our genes work. Because genes don't dictate your orientation, dumbass. When they are perfect for you, but you just can't feel anything. I might be back in my asexual phase, who knows? You know, Sun Tzu once said there are times when you wanna punch people. I hate people that think of orientations as phases, dude. You mostly see it with aces and bis, since those are the two that you're easily able to like retcon or some shit. When your lord doesn't require you to be a part of the LGBT, you can just write it out your story. You can take off the disguise like you're in Hitman. Is it that fucking hard to say I don't feel it? I don't feel the connection? Do you have to say you're in your asexual phase? By doing this, you're basically giving a person that doesn't know much about LGBT brain worms. That things like being ace is something you can grow out of. Whoops, even though I was disgusted, absolutely repulsed by the idea of having sex with someone, suddenly I like dick now. It's because of assumptions like these that lead people to say that asexuality doesn't exist, that it's not a part of the LGBT. If it's just a phase, it must be a phase for every asexual, they just don't realize it. Man, I'm so smart. I know these people's orientation so much better than they themselves do. Another big narrative I saw is that the reason that people think that they are asexual must be because of trauma or is some kind of mental disorder, and nothing shows this better than this Facebook poll. Asexuality is not a valid sexual orientation caused by hormone problems, a way for people to try to feel special when they aren't, caused by trauma, caused by inferior genetics, an excuse to avoid the shame of having others see your micro PP, clicky/undecided. This person done created the atomic bomb of asexuality. Imagine if there was an option to be like, it's really cool and valid, I'm a proud supporter. I pulled this post out because it's basically a bullet point of what aphobe people say to justify being aphobe, so I kinda wanna go over it. Caused by hormone problems. Let's say that being asexual really is caused by hormone problems. What happens now? Does it become invalid? Is that now considered a mental disorder? No! So why the fuck does it matter? A way for people to try to feel special when they aren't. In what way is it a way for people to try to feel special? Do asexuals get a medal when they come out as asexuals? It seems to me like they just get a shitstorm in their neck by people like these. Here's my impression of an asexual trying to feel special. Oh, you know, it's not much. I just don't really experience sexual attraction. Not a big thing, really. I just get a bit repulsed by sexual things. That's kinda it.
Do the thing.
Alright, calm down, I'll do the thing. What's that? A naked person? Caused by trauma and inferior genetics. Again, let's say that it is. Does it make it invalid? And also, if it's really caused by trauma, why the fuck are you grabbing people by their necks saying, "Stop wanting to fuck nobody! You are traumatized! Have sex with me!" Like, does that make life better for you or asexual people or anyone? What agency do you have over ace people for not experiencing sexual attraction when they themselves are perfectly fine with not experiencing sexual attraction? An excuse to avoid the shame of having others see your micro PP. Again, what about women? Why would they use asexuality as an excuse? To avoid the shame of having others see your micro vagina? Dude, stop looking at it. Nah, dude, it's not that small. Dude, shut up. None of these reasons are like a gotcha moment. It kind of feels like some snot snorter went up on Facebook and dropped this. Why can't we just fucking drop pictures of flower beds on Facebook? Why does it always have to be negativity towards groups of people? Why are people taking the time to sit down and argue over Facebook? Especially about a topic that does not have anything to do with them. They just saw something and decided that it isn't cool. They don't fuck with it. It's okay, you're not ace. You're just traumatized, so you play that card to protect yourself. Imagine you're asexual. Would your partner saying this make you feel reassured that they are there for you? What reaction are you hoping to get here? Do you wanna see your partner break down and admit this? You're right, I was just too scared to admit it. I was just playing the victim card. I was just trying to feel special, but I'm not. In reality, I love dick. A relationship with no sex is also okay. That's not a relationship. I ask this with the utmost respect a person can have over the internet. Who the fuck are you trying to tell people what's a relationship and what's not? A romantic relationship is defined as mutual, ongoing and voluntary interactions between two or more partners that is characterized by specific expressions of affection and intimacy. Where does the definition say you also gotta ground pound that pussy? I think you have no say in what can and can't people do in their relationships. Unless you're like John relationship. Relationships are what you make them, so if people don't want to have sex in a relationship, none of us have the say in what they are allowed to do. Seriously, who are you? 1984 by George Orwell? At the start of this video, I thought ace people had no enemies. There are probably asshole asexuals out there, but they aren't assholes because they are asexuals. They are assholes because they are assholes. I should have known that the internet doesn't need a reason for anything really. I kinda just wanna say the same thing I did in the bisexuality video. We're all people, so let's try to be cool people. And for the aces that watched all the way to this point, I wanna show y'all this cool flag I found. That was basically everything. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you liked it, please subscribe and like and everything. I love y'all and bye bye.